Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great day. By now you've seen the picture that I posted with the iconic Mrs. Ernestine Shepherd. So welcome. I'm excited to share what I learned from her. First of all, she was here in Atlanta on behalf of Black Girls Lift. So I want to give a shout out to Black Girls Lift, and the founder of that, I believe, is Candace White. And so I invested to attend the event, and I went VIP, and that's just a side note. I'm not saying that, look at me, but to say to you that when you go to an event, I recommend, and I learned this from a mentor of mine, that you go VIP. And you want to go VIP for a couple of reasons. One, the people you will meet in VIP will be the people that you will develop a relationship with. And number two, going VIP helps you to get more time. So I was able to get some time with Miss Ernestine. So for those of you, if you have been under a rock and you don't know who I'm talking about, I am talking about none other than the iconic Ernestine Shepherd. And you see right here behind me a picture of the two of us. And so I want to give you some things that she shared, and the one question that I asked her that had nothing to do with her body. I'll save that to the end. You want to stay to the end because I'm also going to invite you guys to do some more, learn some more about this. So the first thing I want to share is on chapter 9 of her book, and this is her book. I highly recommend that you get her book, Determined, Dedicated, Disciplined to be Fit, The Ageless Journey of Ernestine Shepherd. And if you're wondering if she looks like that and she has these abs in person, absolutely. Hey, Brenda. I know. Don't you love Miss E? Oh, my gosh. So what I really appreciated about her means so many things. But in terms of how it can help you, she's 82. Let's just get that on the table. 82. And she works out every single day. And so her favorite exercise is on page 99. And her favorite exercise, you guys want to guess what her favorite exercise is? It's one that all of you can do. It's walking. She has here, my favorite exercise, walking. So that's the first thing that I want to share with you, because so often we make excuses, and I bet there aren't too many people watching me right now who are older than 82. This woman is 82 years old, and she says that no matter what, she goes for a walk every single day. She also said at 71, that's the last time she had sugar. She is now 82. So how about that? And so in terms of what her trainer shared, I took some notes for you. Her trainer said that it's so important that you stop the quick fix, the fads, all this stuff that's out here. I'm not going to name them because some of you are probably on them and you're sold out. But these people, she's 82. She started this at 56. Her trainer, 65 years old. And he was a former Mr. Universe. So these are not people who are just doing something for a season. And I intentionally invest in being around people like that because as a life coach, my passion is to inspire you to take the consistent action that you need in order to be in good health. There's absolutely nothing that we can do, or I should say do well, if we're constantly talking about how bad we feel. So I thought it was so refreshing that the trainer talked about, no quick fix. He also talked about having a vegan shake. I shared with him the vegan shake that I have. He was like, that's great. And so what I loved about it, if I had to just summarize, because I could go on and on and on, and I will share more, I'll tell you about that a little later, is that this is possible. No matter where you are, no matter what condition you find yourself in right now, it's possible as long as you make a decision. You make a decision. So Miss Ernestine tells the story. You guys may have heard the story of how she and her sister had been invited to an event, and they went shopping for swimsuits, and they put on the suits, and they were like, oh my gosh, what happened to my thighs? What happened to my body? I mean, give me a thumbs up, ladies. You can relate to that, right? And so they started on this mission to get fit. Well, as always in life, you don't know what's around the corner. Her sister had a brain aneurysm and died suddenly and unexpectedly. And so Miss Ernestine talked about how she completely unraveled. She was depressed. She was on medication. She was just laying in the bed. And her sister then came to her in a dream and said, get up and stop feeling sorry for yourself. And I had read that story before, but the reason I wanted to meet her and the question that I wanted to ask, and this is the thing, had nothing to do with her body. It had to do with, how do you move forward when you are, find yourself outliving the people you love? That was my question. And I paid VIP so that I could get the front row, so that I could get access to her to answer that question. Because what I admire, yes, she looks great, but she's living well. And that's what matters more than anything. And that's what I stand for. It's not getting healthy for healthy's sake or getting healthy for all eyes on me's sake. It's for a deeper purpose. And she just blew me away with her answer when I asked her, how do you have the strength to, watch person after person pass away that you care about? And she talked about leaning on God, which, that wasn't something that I didn't expect her to say. But the other thing that she talked about, which is, it's just so aligned with why I love what I do, is that her ability to train for the competitive bodybuilding contest and her ability to get herself to work out every day, her ability to eat clean every day, she said, that's what gives me the strength to go on. That's what gives me the strength to now, she said, take care of her husband. And that's what I want to get across to you all, that when you shift from, yes, she looks amazing, she's a beautiful woman, and that's wonderful. But at the end of the day, this is a clay shell that we're going to leave here. And we don't want to be so invested in the size and the shape of this clay shell that we forget why we want to be in good health. And so Miss Ernestine went on to say that she walks every day, and that's her time where she talks to God. That's her time. That's not really her workout for exercise. That's her workout for her spiritual health. Oh my gosh, I could have hugged her when she said that, because that's what it's really all about, you guys. Because so many of you will come to me and say, Cledra, I'm just not motivated. She's not motivated. What she is she has made a decision that she is going to be by her husband's side for as long as she can. She's made a decision that she's going to inspire other women. And she has decided that in order to inspire other women, she and her sister said this, we can't inspire other women if all we're doing is talking about how bad we look, how tired we are, how we wish we looked some other way, how we wish we were in another size. Because who are you attracting to you when you're talking like that? And I don't mean attraction like, ooh, you look good. Nothing wrong with that. You guys, I hope you're getting what I'm saying. But it's an attraction for a lifestyle that is one that is aligned with God's purpose, a lifestyle that allows you to be there for the people who matter, a lifestyle that allows you to have the strength. Remember, my question to her wasn't about how she got those abs. My question to her was, how did she move forward after losing her sister, after losing both of her parents? That's what I wanted to know. Because the emotional resilience, I have been doing this almost 10 years as a life coach. And what I have found is that most people, you know what to eat. You know that you need to work out. You know that you need to drink water. Most people, the challenge is that life hits them and they get stuck. They get stuck in this space of, this is the life I used to have, and now there's an event that changes everything. Whether that's someone passes away, it's a diagnosis, it's, some financial crisis, it's a divorce. We all have that hit that changes our lives forever. And what I have found is that it's that hit. That's the point where people get stuck and they say, oh, I can't go to the gym. I can't eat right now. I can't focus on eating right now. And that's when you know that it's not a lifestyle. It's something that people are you're doing just to reach a certain number. So I wanted to do this live and share this with you guys, because the ability to close that gap between where you are right now in your health and where you want to go, the other part of this that I want to say is that she said at 71, she hired a coach. At 71, she recognized that she was not going to go to the level that she wanted to go to by herself. And that's what I want to ask you. Have you recognized, or do you have the humility? You know, I'm a coach, but I have a coach. Actually, I have more than one coach. No one reaches the iconic level of their game alone. Why? Because left on our own, we would all talk ourselves out of it. We would all have a great sounding excuse. And the smarter you are, the greater your excuses sound. All right? Really smart people struggle with hiring a coach because there's a part of us, and I say us, we don't want to admit, you know what, I need help with this. And so I'm sharing this real talk with you because I think there's this notion that there's something that other people have that you don't have, or there's something out there that, okay, if I could just find that, when really it's the day-to-day commitment, and it's the, you know, humility of saying, I'm going to hire someone to go with me on this journey so that when I want to rock back and not do what I want to do. And she said at 71 that her trainer, Yanni, did not go easy on her because she had a goal. Her goal was to get on that stage and to be a bodybuilder. And she went on to say that the day of the competition, she looks at Yanni and she's like, there's so many people out there, I can't go out there. And he was like, it's now or never. Walk. And that's what I want to end with. It's now or never. We don't know how much time we have. I don't want to be morbid about this, but I really want you guys to wake up to the urgency of taking care of yourself for the sake of being able to be in health, to be there for the people who matter. And for those of you who are, you know, people of faith, to attract people to your lifestyle so they can say, what do you want? I want some of that. We lose our ability to do that when the majority of our conversation is about how bad we feel, or how bad things are going, or how we hate how we look. So, yes, it's great to look great. It's even better to live well, where the side effect is looking great. All right? So that's what I have for you guys. And if you want more of this, there's a lot more. Obviously, I bought the book. You see, she signed it. She said, to Cledra with love, Ernestine, determined, dedicated, disciplined to be fit. I'm going to be sharing a lot more of what I learned from her. I'm doing an upcoming training that's called Closing the Gap. Again, and if you're standing in that gap now where you're like, yes, there's more. And we're about to close the first month of the year. And if you continue the way you've been the last 28 days of the year, you don't want to repeat. You don't want 2019 to be just another repeat of 2018. And if you've been signing up for things and doing different things and you're ready for a different approach to close that gap between where you are and where you want to be, then I'm going to put the registration in the comments. Thanks for the hearts, everyone. Hey, Susan. Then I will... that way you can register. It's complimentary because it is my heart's, intent. I'm passionate about this because I see so many people just giving away their destiny, just by their own hand, by their own decision to be inactive, by their own choice to say, I'm too old. When 82-year-old Miss Ernestine Shepherd is saying, I choose to walk today. I choose to eat clean today. I choose to look to God today. I choose. It is a decision, people. And I can promise you, she not once said, and it's easy and it feels good. And I enjoy it every day and I'm motivated every day. She didn't use that kind of language. Why? Because it's a decision to live determined, dedicated, and disciplined to be fit. And this is at 82. So that's what I have for you today. Again, I would love to have you on the training, Closing the Gap. I'm going to be sharing not only what I've learned from Miss Ernestine, but, I'm knocking on 10 years of doing this, you guys. I'm going to include the life coaching some neuroscience, the Bible, of course. You know, if you're new to me, listen, I am a woman of God. I will be sharing the Bible and a lot more. And you're going to really see a different approach to what it really takes to close the gap, you know, if you're struggling with being consistent. So I would love to see you. So listen, this is all I have for you today. Go get Miss Ernestine's book, Determined, Dedicated, Disciplined, The Ageless Journey of Ernestine Shepherd, and check below for the registration link for Closing the Gap, because I would love to be celebrating you in a few months for having closed the gap on where you are now and where you want to be. All right. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.